Hi, everybody. Guess what time it is? It's time for Talking Shit. I'm Ed Ray. Welcome to another edition of Talking Shit. I have to turn the mic up for the recording because I'm running the air. It's really hot here. Let's talk about immigration, some migrants, people who don't belong where they think they're not supposed to go, and all of that. Here we go. Thank you, Mr. Sting, and all the guys from the police and stuff that helped him become who he was, the Englishman from New York. You know, I want to talk about this. Okay, so Syria is war written. There's war. There's all this destruction going on, and people are leaving the Middle Eastern areas. None of the neighboring countries are helping. Nobody in Saudi Arabia is inviting the Syrians over. Nobody from major neighbors from the destroyed country of Syria administratively is doing anything for these innocent, poor people, the unescorted minors. It's a disaster. And to hear somebody like Donald punk-ass motherfucking Trump constantly harassing different people from different nations, clumping them, calling them, quote, Mexico people in regards to the immigration situation that we'll be facing in this nation. I just hope that we can do a little better than what is being done in Europe. Germany seems to have an open heart, but a lot of other countries are just not playing their part. And what really concerns me is why isn't anybody really trying to bring an end to what Amashad, I can't pronounce his name properly, I don't want to mess it up worse than he's done his country, but the Syrian government ought to be really sort of stopped in their tracks with all this bullshit. I mean, if these other countries are not going to help these people get to a safe place where they can live and be treated humanely, then is anybody going to do anything? They must not have a lot of oil in Syria. They must not have a lot of oil in Syria. Sarah Palin was on, apparently she has a TV show or something, and she was talking about how wonderful it is to hear people talk shit about the Hispanic community and what is going on in different Central American countries and why immigrants and, of course, some illegal aliens are coming to this country. And these are not insects. You know, Kelly Osbourne saying if Donald Trump wants to throw all the Hispanics out of the country, who's going to clean our toilets? You know, so everybody has sort of a racist attitude toward people. You know, we're a human family. I mean, borders are technically things that go on in our mind, you know, because we're so fucking selfish and greedy. And nobody is really as needy as a lost human being on this planet with over 6 to 9 billion people on it when they really don't have anywhere to go. And if they show up, they're going to be sold, killed, or told they don't belong. See, that's a fucked up song. And this is the kind of shit that Donald Trump want to teach us how to deal with by building a wall and saying fuck them all. And I believe that it is ridiculous, and I believe that people need to be more honest about humanity. And we deny the fact that global warming exists. We deny the fact that there's human trafficking and people being massacred by the millions because somebody wants a little bit more power and a little bit more authority over entire groups and races of people. We deny the fact that the country that we live in is going to be in this kind of situation like them in Europe. And we need to get honest and quit being full of shit and really get into a brotherly and harmonious action that's going to help everybody and not just treat special people with special stuff, including tons of fucking money, like they don't have a part in this human family. And it's fucking ridiculous. And I want to know what Donald Trump thinks about Jimmy Carter. Can we ask Donald Trump some questions about Jimmy Carter? and his the way he deals with people who need help. Can we ask Donald Trump about the war in Afghanistan and the war in that's going on all over the world? In fact, the war of the have and the have-nots. Can we ask Donald Trump true, real, legitimate questions about foreign policy? Can we ask Donald Trump some questions about his emails and how he corresponds with people he called just last week, quote, killers, unquote, that help him with stuff? Can we ask Donald Trump some questions that have to do with getting real answers about this world and our nation and things other than flamboyant, arrogant, racist, homophobic comments? And his chauvinistic bullshit. Can we ask Donald Trump some questions that are legitimate, that are going to help humanity and not just cultivate more of his fucking self-centered insanity? Can we ask Donald Trump some questions about things that matter rather than how he used to do this and how he can do better and all this bullshit? Can we be legitimate in regards to questioning and quizzing someone that might get the fucking nuclear codes to the fucking keys to the weapons of mass destruction that his motherfucking ass already know how to exhibit, mass destruction? Can we talk to him about his ideas on corruption and Wall Street and ask him questions about what these killers and his friends really mean? Can we ask him some questions about things that are going to take place rather than what he claimed he already did or done? I want us to ask him some legitimate questions, not this fucking, he got mad at that lady at Fox because she asked him some real shit. And he got a little fucking attitude. But he claims he knows how to do all this stuff. He said in a speech last week that he's, quote, the king, unquote, of how things are done and how they're supposed to get done, and he's a negotiator, and he's a fighter, and he's a killer, and he's a fucking fraud, and he getting ready to file bankruptcy again, probably. I don't know. Does Donald Trump announce when he's going to file bankruptcy, or do we just find out that he's a bankrupt idealist when his bullshit fails? When are we going to really ask him something that really matters? I don't know. Something smells. He's leading in all the polls. Does he own the companies that's running them? The polls? I don't know what the fuck is who is this motherfucker? Besides the fucking truth ducker. Did he ever, was he in the military? I don't know. I know one thing about Donald Trump. His hair is fucked up. I know another thing about Donald Trump. He got a divorce on again and off again, attitude and relationship again with Fox News. So we can end this broadcast by saying fuck Fox News. Donald Trump would probably like that right now. So fuck Fox News.